Yo, what's good, fam? Today we're diving into one of the most slept on debates in West Coast hip hop history. Was Daz Dillinger actually more important to Death Row Records than Dr. Dre? Now, off top, most people would laugh at that question. Dre's the icon, right? The mastermind behind the Chronic, the sonic blueprint for everything Death Row became. But if you look a little closer, if you listen to who was really in the studio day and night holding it down while the empire was falling apart, you start to realize Daz might have been the real heartbeat of Death Row. When Dre started drifting away from the label, Daz was still in the lab, heavy, cooking up joints for Dogg, Pound, for Snoop, for Pac. He produced a massive chunk of All Eyez On Me, one of the biggest albums in rap history. And here's the crazy part, some of those beats were meant for his own solo album, but he gave them to Pac instead, just to keep the label shining. That's how dedicated Daz was to the Death Row sound. He was never the loudest voice, never the face of the label, but he was the one keeping the sound alive while Suge was fighting cases and Dre was plotting his exit. Daz was still dropping classic after classic from behind the boards, and when he finally dropped his solo project Retaliation, Revenge, and Get Back, that album was criminally underrated. Real fans know that record had fire production and raw honesty, but it never got the push it deserved, because by then Death Row was crumbling. Everybody's attention had already moved on. Dre gave Death Row its image, but Daz gave it endurance. He made sure the hits never stopped. Even when the empire started cracking, Dre's sound was cinematic, Daz's sound was street level, gritty, unfiltered. That's why you can tell the difference between early Death Row and late Death Row. That bounce, that deep bass, that raw G-funk, that's pure Daz Dillinger. So here's the question that keeps hip-hop heads arguing to this day. Who was really more important, the man who built the house, or the one who kept the lights on when everybody else left? Was Daz the unsung hero of Death Row, the loyal soldier who sacrificed his own music for the movement? Or is Dre's legacy just too monumental to even touch? Don't get mad at me. I'm just asking the questions, nobody else will. Let's talk about it in the comments, because this debate right here might make you look at Death Row Records in a whole new light.